Hey mama, if you're listening to this, you might be carrying a secret that feels too heavy to speak out loud. You look like you got it all together, you serve at church, maybe you even lead a Bible study. You smile when you drop off the kids, but no one sees the other side of you, the one that comes out behind closed doors. At home, you are a completely different person. You yell, you explode, you scream at your kids, sometimes in their face. You tell them to shut up. You grab them too harshly. You throw things across the room. You smack them in anger, twist their ears, spank them in rage, and immediately after, you are hit with a tidal wave of shame. You cry alone in your room and you whisper, "God, what is wrong with me?" You feel scared and disgusted by your own reactions. You're terrified that someone might find out. You wonder if your kids would be better off without you. You feel unworthy, broken, and too far gone to be redeemed. You try to fix this on your own. You listen to podcasts, parenting books, download freebies, but nothing changes. You keep falling back into the same patterns, and it feels like you are stuck in a cycle that you can't break. You don't trust yourself anymore, and if you're honest, you are afraid of who you've become. But here's the truth, Mama. You are not beyond hope. You're not alone, and with God's help and the right support, you can change. I'm Elizabeth, a mom of 4 and an anger management coach for Christian moms. And inside my Calm Christian Mom coaching program, I guide women just like you through a powerful transformation. This isn't shallow behavior management. We go deep. We address your triggers, your stress, your mindset, your nervous system, and the spiritual root behind your patterns. We invite God into every layer and walk hand in hand towards healing. In just 12 weeks, you can become a completely different mom, unrecognizable. One who leads with patience, not panic. One whose children feel emotionally safe around her. One who cultivates peace. This summer, I'm offering a Calm Mama strategy session, a powerful 15-minute one-on-one coaching session designed to help you uncover the root of your anger and receive spiritual, emotional, and practical support. It's your chance to experience what coaching is like with me before diving deeper into ongoing support. If we both feel like the full program is the next right step, we can talk about what that looks like for you. You don't have to keep living like this. Your family is worth healing, and so are you. Use the link in the show notes to book the Calm Mama strategy session. Hey Mama, I am thankful you are here for another episode. Today I just wanted to talk to you about how I'm doing. I know that so many mamas feel like I maybe have it all together, I have it all figured out because I teach this, and I wanted to share with you that I don't have it all figured out and that I do have my hard days, I do struggle, I do still experience mom rage and mom anger, and it's not common. It typically lines up with my menstrual cycle, and I wanted to share with you about that today. So you get to kind of get a little sneak peek into reality of how my life really looks like. So my husband has a full-time job. He works outside of the house, and I am the one that's the primary caretaker for my family and our kids. And I get them ready for school in the mornings. I drop them off, and I also, pick them up from school, do make dinner and do homework with them. If my husband is not home, he typically helps out with one of our kids. We have one of our sons who really struggles with focusing and getting started with homework, and he literally needs one-on-one, someone to sit with him. And so when my husband is home in the evenings, he does that with him. But if my husband is not home, actually, I don't do much homework with him because I literally can't. I'm multitasking between multiple kids, making dinner, dealing with a baby, trying to make sure other kids are not killing each other, and it's just a lot to manage. So since we moved from Minnesota to Florida this summer, I have been really struggling emotionally. Mentally too, but more like emotionally. Just such a big emotional roller coaster. I kept telling my husband, I don't remember another season in my life where my emotions have been so up and down. One day I am positive and encouraged and uplifted that God is going to answer our prayers, everything is going to be okay. Another day I'm so down and so discouraged and so low. Like yesterday, I was looking at someone's Instagram and they were just literally putting on their stories, nothing bad. She had a friend that came to visit her out of state and they were having a great time together. And she was just posting some, pictures and short videos of her spending good time with her friend. And she posted that she's like, it's so great to have authentic friendships. And it just reminded me that since we moved, I have made some friends here, but not a close friend. I used to have actually a really, really close friendship in Minnesota. I had two girlfriends. I'm still friends with one of them, and the other one, our friendship fell apart. And I will not share why it happened just because I want to respect the privacy of that former friend. But that was the closest girlfriend I've ever had in my life. I've never had a friend that reached out to me on a regular basis and checked in with me. So, since I was a teenager, I always felt like I was just had a hard time fitting in. I always felt left out. I often felt like I was not good enough. Um, I wanted attention from boys, just like any other girl did, but a lot of the friends, the boys in our friend group, they liked another girl and they gave a lot of attention to her. And I felt like I was not good enough for the boys to like me or give me attention. I felt like I didn't fit in. And then there were, we had a group of friends with girls, but I always felt like an outsider. I literally did not feel like I was part of the group and that I fit in with them. And it was really challenging because I wanted to feel like I was part of it, but I felt like in order to be part of it, I couldn't be who I truly was. I had to kind of like fake it to fit in. And even when I tried, I was still not good enough. And I didn't feel like I was accepted. Like, have you ever felt like when you were in a group of friends that if you were missing, nobody would notice? And if you're there, you're just there. You're not really a part of it. That's kind of like how I felt about the friends group. And then I had, a couple girlfriends, close girlfriends when I was a teenager, and I got along with them really well. But one of the things that I did notice is I was always the one that would reach out to them. Be like, hey, how are you? How are you doing? Let's, connect, let's talk, let's spend time together. And I would be the one making an effort to connect with them. And I even noticed that even now as an adult, most of the friends that are in my life, I am the one reaching out to them. Like I am the one messaging them every few weeks and be like, hey, how's it going? How are things with you? And I have a few girlfriends that struggle with depression and they rarely even respond. And it's really like emotionally challenging. Anyways, what I wanted to tell you, a few years ago, 4 years ago, I was going through a hard season in my life, and I became really close friends with this one friend, a mom, and we really connected. And one of the things that really stood out to me about our friendship, that really made that friendship super important to me, was the fact that, I'm going to get so emotional. She was reaching out to me as well. It wasn't just me reaching out to her, asking how she's doing. She would reach out to me. If I didn't text in a few days, she was messaging me. She's like, hey, how are you? How's it going? How's your day? And I honestly didn't have a friend before that would do that. I did not have a friend that made an effort to connect with me, to reach out to me. And we were going through similar struggles in that season of life, and we really connected over that. And there were another girlfriend, and it was three of us, but I was more close to this first girlfriend that I was friends with. Anyways, call her the 1 and 2, girlfriend 1, the one that I was close with, that we were sharing our struggles with, the one that reached out to me, and girlfriend 2, that was also part of our friendship, and she was really good, and I got along with her really well. But our friendship was not as close as the one with the first one. And I'm just going to get emotional because this is hard for me to talk about, and it means a lot to me. Anyways, it was the first time in my life when we would hang out, the three of us. I literally felt like I was accepted for who I am. I did not have to pretend to be someone else. Like, I did not have to pretend to be perfect. I could speak my mind. I literally was accepted for who I am. I literally felt free and authentic and real and raw and accepted. I don't know if you've ever had a friendship like that in your life, but if you do, cherish it, because it doesn't happen that often. And then some circumstances happened, and the friendship grew apart between that number one friend, that I had, friend number one, and some decisions that were made that were challenging and triggering and hurtful, and the friendship grew apart, and we had to set some boundaries, and there was lots of misunderstanding, and anyways, the friendship fell apart. I don't want to go into details because I don't think it's fair. I have no idea if that friend will ever listen to this episode or not, and I just want to respect her because I still truly care about her as an individual. Anyways, our friendship fell apart, and for months, I could not get over it. It was month after month where I just felt like I was torn apart. Yes, I was close with my husband. Yes, I had my other friend. Yes, I had family. Yes, I had extended friends. But I lost one of the closest girlfriends in my life, actually the closest one. And I cried so much. I got to a point where my husband's like, Elizabeth, please stop talking about it. I can't listen anymore. It's like all you talk about. I miss that friendship so much. It was so dear to me. I grew so close with that friend. She made such an impact on my life. I literally thought we were going to be friends for the rest of our lives. And so it was so hard. So hard. Literally for months, I could not stop thinking about it. And I would just pray about her. I would think about her every single day. And as time passes, you just start moving forward and start accepting things the way they are. But I literally went through a grieving process when I lost that friend. Legit, when you lose something big in your life, a loved one dies, or you move, or you have a miscarriage or something. Oh yeah, and then I had a miscarriage in the middle of that, which was another thing. But I literally was grieving that friendship. It took me months to process the loss. Talking to my husband and so much journaling, a ton of journaling, because I needed to process all those emotions. I went back to therapy for a little bit to process all this loss and pain. Even though before that I was graduated out of therapy. But it was just a big, big struggle for me in my life. And I have not been able to find a close friend since then. I am still friends with that number 2 friend, and we still get along really well. And, but it's not, and when we get together in Minnesota, we could just chat and talk for a long time, but it was just not the same without friend number 1. And I only wish the good things for my friend, my former friend. I really wish her the best. I hope everything turns out in her life the way it's meant to, and I wish her only the good things. I just wanted to say that, especially now that we moved from Minnesota to Florida, I have found some friends here. I am trying to get plugged into church. I've had multiple play dates with moms, and I've connected with some ladies, but it was not the same. It's not. It's like we're just on good terms. We'll hang out, but there's nothing deep. It's all superficial. I don't know them well enough. I don't feel safe enough to share my true personal struggles and like actually open up. I haven't found anyone like that here yet. And I know there's a friend like that available for me. And I know I can be an amazing friend. Oh my gosh, I feel like a mess sharing all this and just literally crying into the microphone. Oh, I'm sorry if you're listening to this and you're just hearing me cry. It's my PMS week, which is not helping. Every time I'm in my days leading to my cycle, I'm just an emotional mess. I am a lot more triggered. I'm a lot more overwhelmed. I'm like negative. My mindset is just negative and it sucks and I hate and it just needs a few days to pass and then I feel better. I cry, I journal, I reflect, and I have some alone time and I feel better, but it's still kind of, the PMS days are not fun for me. Anyways, what I just wanted to share with you is that we all have our own struggles. We all deal with things. We feel like God is sometimes silent and we pray and we pray and we pray and it seems like the same thing over and over again and God is like almost like not listening. And it's been really hard because I have so many affirmations that I tell myself. I'm supported by God. My God is abundant. My God is faithful. My God is a miracle worker. He's a way maker. He's a promise keeper. My God has a way when there's no way. My God can do anything. Like I have these affirmations written on my bathroom mirror and I look at them every day and sometimes like in my low days I feel like God is just nowhere to be found and that's when things feel really, really hard. And that's when like my mind goes back to, well, what if I made different decisions? Well, what if we didn't move? What if we stayed back home? What if I was still friends with that other friend? Like, I just want to tell you that I'm just like you. I have my own struggles. I'm not perfect. I don't have everything figured out. Yes, there are things in my life that I'm maybe a few steps ahead of you and I have figured out some things, but there's so many parts of my life that are just ongoing, constantly learn, constantly try to do better and improve on things and learn better ways of doing things. And life can be really challenging sometimes. It can. And for me, I've had so many big emotions since we moved, like such a big roller coaster. It's like, it feels like I'm good for a little bit and then I'm down, and I'm good for a little bit and then I'm down, and I pull myself out of that hole and then I'm down. And part of being in a better place is having friends, right? Like when you have good girlfriends that you can get together on a regular basis with, even every other week, and hang out with, and like they're safe individuals where you can truly open up and share what's going on, and you truly feel that it's safe, that it's not going to get out, there's not going to be gossip. Like those friends are so hard to find. They truly are. And that is one of the things that helped me during that hard season in my life 4 years ago, is having those friendships, and that helped me get through that season. And right now I'm in a hard season of my life and I don't have that. Having like friends that you can hang out here and there is one thing and just get together, but having true friends where you can literally just share about anything and truly feel seen, heard, understood, and feel safe, that it's going to stay within those walls, that is true friendship, right? Those are really hard to find. And I'm hopeful, and I
believe that God will send me a friend like that or two here. And I believe that's available for me. I don't even know why I'm recording this episode, honestly. Just super emotional today, just having a hard time, and I want to tell you that I'm not perfect. And when I am struggling like this, right, when I am so emotional like this, I'm a lot more triggered by my kids. This last 2 days, I've experienced twice mom rage, where I physically squeezed my kids' ears and hurt them, two of my boys, and I had to apologize later because I was so triggered, because I felt so out of control, because things just felt so heavy and hard. And then, of course, so much shame and guilt that comes over that. And I had to really talk myself out of it and be like, I'm really struggling. What I did was wrong and it was not good, but I'm struggling. And I asked my kids for forgiveness and I made things right with them. But I am not perfect, Mama. I have my own struggles. Things are really hard for me sometimes. And I want you to know that you are seen, you are heard, you are understood. And I'm here for you. Reach out. Reach out, my friend. I'm here for you. I'll see you next time.
Hey mama, do you find yourself snapping over the smallest things, like spilled milk or constant whining, then feeling horrible afterwards? If you're tired of losing your temper and you want to show up with more patience, I have something for you. It's a free training called How to Be More Patient with Your Kids so you're not screaming over spilled milk. Inside, I'll walk you through 10 simple things you can start doing today to become a calmer, more Christ-like mom, even on the hard days. To get it for free, just leave a rating and review on Apple Podcasts and send a screenshot to hello@emotionallyhealthylegacy.com. Or if you'd rather skip the wait, you can grab it right now for just $27. The link is in the show notes. Let's help you become the peaceful, patient mom your kids need.